luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
For Valerie, with a bit of space to line one up and score an absolute cracker. Southampton are digging in the relegation scrap and have.
Hey guys, it's me, Rooster Waddle, here for episode number 3 of the Uprising career mode with Southampton here in FIFA 19. And in the last episode you saw that the form that we've had actually started to pick up itself. We've gotten a couple wins on the trot, and let's hope that even though in real life this Wolves team is a very strong team, let's hope that in this game they are gonna be a bit more easy, if that makes sense. If they're going to be a lot easier to face in comparison to their tough team, the tough team that they are in real life. As you can see, I'm setting up here the team management before the match, as we're about to face Wolves here in the Molyneux in a couple seconds. There we go. You'll see our first game of 4 today. I'm uploading 4 games today just to move through the season a lot quicker. Wolves is the first game here away from home. Let's see what we can get here. I mean, last time we did lose to Liverpool the last game of the last episode. We did pick up results, winning one against Crystal Palace and the other against Brighton. Both of them convincing victories. So let's hope that in this game, if not at least a convincing victory, we manage to get at least a point from this game. It's not going to be an easy game. No games in the Premier League are easy, as I say. Let's hope we can get the win here today. As we see Wolves line up here in a 5 at the back formation, 3 in midfield, and 2 up top like they do in real life. Sorry, I had a hair in my mouth. Jota and Jimenez, obviously that big man little man combo is going to be the biggest threat for us in this game. As we line up with our usual 3-man up top formation. And 9 minutes in, we get our first chance of the game. Bowen is sent through. The ball parries out to Redmond, and he finds it to make it 1-0. Just 10 minutes into the match as the celebrations commence with Redmond and Rio Patricio colliding. And yeah, finally gets the celebration and gets his 3rd goal of the season. Redmond in convincing form, undoubtedly, here in the beginning of the season. 12 minutes in, we get another chance. Ball sent through to Redmond from Bertrand. Redmond goes through, finds it into the box, and who else but Che Adams heads us 2-0 in front in this game. So nothing about this performance I expected whatsoever going into this. Look at this, a header into the ground. It was a red-time shot, but a perfect goal nonetheless. A great finish by Che Adams as he establishes himself as the top scorer of the league. As you can see, he has scored 2 in a couple minutes, and due to the struggle in the first episode, I wanted to show you that I'm still playing on the sliders. It is still me operating on these sliders. I haven't changed anything, I haven't done anything to these sliders in order to, I guess, kind of bluff you guys out from showing that I'm actually winning 2-0 on this difficulty. Well, Wolves get a chance a couple minutes later, but our keeper denies him. And then here, Ward-Prowse heads it just wide of the post a couple minutes after that, almost making it 3. As you can see, halftime commences. Che Adams, the main guy mentioned here by the commentators, an absolute legend of a man he is early days here in Southampton. 74 minutes, we bring on some substitutions. Bournemouth now makes his debut, as well as Dan James comes in. So a couple of signings making their debuts here, as well as McTominay, just to run the time from this game. As you can see, the game ends here with us winning 2-0 nonetheless. So an easy first victory from our first of 4 games today in this episode. Second game of this episode comes against Chelsea at home at St. Mary's. So let's see what well we can do to get the points. But as you can see, that something that interests me, that Che Adams won actually the September Player of the Month award. Just shows you the impact that he's had since us signing him from Birmingham for a cheap fee, plus Charlie Austin. As you can see, us choosing the kits for this big match against Chelsea.
Well, here he is, the top scorer in the league, the main feature of our match today, and it's live.
There we go. So that was the preview. As you can see, Che Adams is actually the top scorer of the league, so what an impact he has had since coming into this team. Obviously taking over Danny Ing's spot, Charlie Austin, and Shane Long's spot, so an absolute brilliant impact. As we can see, the commentators are talking about Hazard, undoubtedly going to be the biggest threat of this game. No chance that we can allow him any space and any time in order to score or create chances, because that guy has the ability to do it all on the football pitch, as we see in real life. And again, we're lining up with the same lineup, so consistency is what we're looking for in this team. That's what we sort of found at the current moment. A formula to gain the wins that we need to in order to progress in this league. So that's exactly what we're doing. As you can see, Chelsea's lineup, not an easy one. Willian, Higuain, and Hazard up top is going to be a field day for them, almost. If you could think, it could almost be a field day for Chelsea, unless we can do something about it to stop their insane front three. But 3 minutes in, Chelsea have a chance. N'Golo Kante, of all players, sorting his feet out to create the opportunity, but Eden Hazard just missed wide of the post. Ward-Prowse, 11 minutes in, gets the chance away. Hasn't scored one goal yet this season. Ward-Prowse, a critical player, hasn't scored a goal yet. Also denied by Kepa Arrizabalaga. But here, he sets up Che Adams on the volley, and a sensational goal by Che Adams, their main man, who has been on top form since we've signed him. Struggled to do anything against the top 6 when we played against Liverpool, but here gets his goal in the 44th minute, just before halftime. A sensational goal by Che Adams. Look at this for a different angle of the goal in a second. See there, sensational. Looked sweet as a nut. Just caught it and found the bottom corner. No chance for Kepa Arrizabalaga. Nothing you can blame him there. But 47 minutes in, still right before halftime, Redmond makes mincemeat out of Zappacosta, and the ball into Lamina, who scored 1 goal already this season, doubles our lead here after a couple minutes. And I was thinking to myself after that, this is a bit too easy. We beat Wolves easily, and we beat Chelsea here easily. So you see, I'm showing the game settings, because I wanted to show you that this is actually the game settings that I played on. And I was thinking to myself, wait, shot error and pass error. I didn't change it for myself, so technically speaking, there is still a possibility of me making this any harder. And I was thinking to myself, we have to do that by the next game. That's exactly what we do next game, as you'll see at the end of the game. But we do actually change a bit of those settings to make it harder. But nonetheless, we lead 2-0, and that doesn't stop us from the insane start that we had in this game. 53 minutes in, Chelsea have a chance, and denied by Gunn, who's actually stepped it up since I criticized him. So, great save by Gunn. Redmond is found 77 minutes in. He cuts into the box, cuts in back onto his right foot, takes his strike on, takes it again, and hits the crossbar. Kepa Arrizabalaga got nowhere near that, stared at the ball, and it went and hit the crossbar and out of play. But that will be it for this game, as we managed to beat Chelsea 2-0. Sensational result nonetheless from us. Hazard kept it quiet in this game, but sensational result from our boys as we get our first win against one of the top 6 this season. A critical win that was, especially. You can see there me actually fixing up the game settings. Is I'm changing the shot error and pass error to make it harder for myself, and other settings to make it even harder for myself. As the next game we have is against Bournemouth in the El Clasico, or the South Coast Derby. The second one this season that we have. The first one was obviously the last episode against Brighton, which we beat. So in this episode we're playing against Bournemouth. So I'm fixing up those settings just right about before that game. As you can see, actually mingling with those settings, as you see that the Jared Bowen has actually gone +1 since we've signed him. He's been a terrific signing. Created many opportunities, helped the team a lot this season, so let's hope to continue in this game. As you see that we go into team management and change a couple players, as this is an easier game and I want to give more opportunities to more people. Although this is still a derby, it's still a pretty easy game. So changing things up for this game, let's hope we can get a win in a big tough match against Bournemouth away from home.
It is a great fixture with a wonderful history, and the usual hype has been building all week long. The stadium is full and the fans are getting to fever pitch.
So yeah, you can see the commentators excited about this game. It is a big game. Bournemouth at home is never easy. I'm obviously a Bournemouth fan. It's kind of surprising, but I am a Bournemouth fan, and unbiased speaking unbiased right now, uh, Bournemouth is a hard team facing away from home. For any team coming away from home facing Bournemouth, it's never easy. You can see Bournemouth playing both Josh King and Callum Wilson up top. It's going to be a hard day to defend them, as well as their prolific assistman, Ryan Fraser. So let's hope we can neutralize that Bournemouth front three and that Bournemouth attack, as well as utilize the fact that Bournemouth's defense has been quite leaky in real life. So let's hope that we can utilize that to our advantage to get the goals here in this game. As you can see, that was Bournemouth's formation, and this is our lineup. So the same lineup again. You know, when you win, you don't need to change anything, and that's exactly the concept that we're using to pick our lineups at the moment, and it's working. So, you know, using it against Bournemouth today again. First chance falls to us with Højbjerg with a brilliant chance denied by the goalkeeper. Then this absolutely insane save, shot by Josh King 50 minutes in, and Angus Gunn, terrifically to make the save, and does it again 21 minutes in, I think it was, 25 minutes in. Angus Gunn completely proves me wrong in this episode so far, I'm not going to lie. But a brilliant save by him as Bournemouth hit the ball over the top by Chris Mepham a couple minutes after. So we get our first chance as well, 29th minute, actually second chance. Lamina with the strike forces a good save from Sven Ulreich, and that just shows you that these sliders are actually made the game harder. I came in 67 minutes in, needing to make changes. Daniel James coming on as well as McTominay in order to see those changes occurring. And 79th minute, we get a chance. The ball falls to James Ward-Prowse, and we manage to hit the post. We were so close to opening the scoring here. Just unlucky though. Bournemouth had a chance. Terrific save by Angus Gunn to deny him. 93rd minute, that was it for full time. So the first 0-0 of the season. We've gotten a draw before, but this is our first 0-0 of the season. So tough game it was, and it surely showed what the difficulty that the sliders actually had when I actually changed them. We actually managed to draw Bournemouth instead of, you know, if it was probably on the same slider settings, we probably managed to beat them. As you can see that we're going through our scout report, no player in particular is still really impressing me besides one or two. As you can see that we put only one player, Billy Cook, from this month's scouting report, as we head into our fourth and final match in today's episode against Newcastle. I was about to say Billy Cook is a great player and high potential, but still I think the scouts could do better. We have, both of them are 4-star 4-stars, and both of them should be doing better in my opinion. Still, I don't think we've gotten any sort of extraordinary talent besides Ed Robinson. That's only one player. But let's hope that in the future that will improve as we head into our fourth and final match in today's episode. Back in St. Mary's, back where we won our game against Chelsea, the absolutely sensational result.
Oh, we're looking at a potential star for Southampton in this match, no doubt about that.
He really has enjoyed this competition, scored a lot of goals.
Yeah, you can see that Che Adams has been actually in the news a lot because he is actually one of the top scorers in the league. So again, it shows you the impact that this guy had, especially just signing for a couple £1 million plus Charlie Austin going the other way. So that was impressive signing so far. Let's see if he could completely show his quality here today against Newcastle. Newcastle, again, another team that's in and around our level in terms of team difficulty, but still a very hard team to play. They have their own strengths. A great player in Miguel Almiron, although 13 minutes in, that would prove to be otherwise. Newcastle completely free at the back as we play it nicely with Redmond and Che Adams. And Che Adams found it to Ward-Prowse, who gets a green time shot and gets his first goal of the season. So as I said before, James Ward-Prowse prior to this didn't get any goal, but now he got his first goal of the season 15 minutes in against Newcastle. A sensational goal by him to make us take the lead 1-0 against Newcastle. Not an easy game, but a great first goal. However, a couple minutes later, Yoshinori Muto gives it the equalizer, showing just how much the updated sliders have actually come into play. A brilliant ball. I mean, actually, I wouldn't say a brilliant ball in, but a ball in indeed by I think it was Bareka, and Matt Ritchie did so well to head it on to Shinuro Muto. Shinuro Muto, all he had to do was just volley it in. So better, should have been better from us defensively. But what can you do? Sometimes it does not work. 46 minutes in, though, we had another chance from Newcastle United. At 62 minutes in, we get a chance. Højbjerg scores that usually. Actually blades that over the bar. 68 minutes in, Che Adams comes from goal scorer to provider. Finds it into Lamina. Lamina scored against Chelsea, just denied by Carl Darlow. A sensational save by him. And a save, indeed, that would lead to the final result being 1-1 between us and Newcastle. So, a great game all around, and 2 points in the last 2 games, which would be probably a different result if we kept it on the same slider. So, overall, this has been the end of the episode. 4 games in this episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's been me, Rooster Waddle. I hope you guys really truly enjoyed this episode. As this episode was, there were a lot of games good in this episode. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this. Please leave a like, subscribe, and peace out. Stay tuned for the next episode coming in tomorrow.